It's the beloved tale of teenage isolation, friendship, and the struggle to fit in.
I wish I'd just disappear.
You don't mean that.
I do mean it, Pony Boy.
The Outsiders, the classic young adult novel adapted into a thrilling new Broadway musical.
To be able to explore these characters more with music and really hear what's going on in their heart, it's a really special thing.
The show's producer, none other than Angelina Jolie, who collaborated with director David Muir, coming to the show's premiere with her daughter Vivian, credited as a co-producer.
It's personal for everyone, and everybody relates to a different character.
Come on!
The novel also adapted into an iconic film, directed by Francis Ford Coppola in 1983.
Stay gold, Pony Boy.
It launched the careers of many young stars who'd go on to become household names. Tom Cruise, Ralph Macchio, Rob Lowe, Emilio Estevez, Matt Dillon.
Stupid Johnny.
In the musical, it's Brody Grant who plays Pony Boy Curtis.
When I stepped out into the bright sunlight,
The sensitive teen caught between the rough and tumble working class greasers and the affluent socias in 1960s Tulsa. He's now nominated for a Tony for his role.
Can't you see that we're the lucky ones?
My mom gave me the book to read when I was 14. And I just remember the moment when I cracked it open, being like, wow, this is amazing.
The heart of the musical is Pony Boy's relationship with best friend and outsider among outsiders, Johnny Cade.
Dang. That's some sunrise.
Yeah.
Played by Sky Lakota Lynch.
Off the pond. How it's all like gold and silver.
Lynch also nominated for a Tony for Best Featured Actor.
So you've talked about growing up mixed race and feeling that sense of never truly belonging to one culture or one group.
My dad is Native American and my mom is Ethiopian. When I looked at Johnny, I was like, what makes him Johnny? It's that he doesn't really have anybody besides Pony. And I was like, oh my God, that's like me. That's how I connected.
Finding one's chosen family reflected in the cast's close relationships. Many are Broadway outsiders.
Life came along.
Brody and Brent Comer making their debuts on the Great White Way with this show.
When we take a bow every night, we know that we're not alone because we have each other. And we're all of us in the same place in our careers and in our lives.
And it's also helpful to have a few pot stirrers, if you will.
Would that be you? Would that be you?
I wasn't thinking of me when I said it, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We'll stir the pot every once in a while. It's necessary.
Veteran actor Joshua Boone playing Dallas Winston. A mentor figure for Pony and Johnny. In this telling of the story, he's pursued and targeted by law enforcement.
How do you approach that role?
Life experience. When I first read the book, the greasers were black people. You know, they were described as white, but I was like, I know these types of interactions.
If he comes back, there's a price to pay.
And Brent Comer playing Pony's oldest brother, Daryl Curtis.
There ain't no way of knowing.
He's had this father role forced upon him, taking care of his brothers.
Me and my character actually, we're very different people. So I have to sort of build a bridge. And the bridge is I've been a kid before, and I know what it's like to take on circumstances that I feel like are beyond myself.
The musical sticking close to the 1967 story created by author Susie Hinton, who was kind of a literary outsider, so young when she wrote it that her publisher suggested she use her initials S.E.
They figured out the first reviewers would pick this book up and see what it was about and think, well, a girl wouldn't know anything about this, and review it with that kind of bias.
Teachers helped spread the word about the book, using it as a way to get students interested in reading.
It's got themes, and the kids could understand the outsiders. Well, everybody feels like an outsider.
Susie giving the musical her blessing too.
Anymore.
What a great cast we've got. I mean, they are so talented. I'm very, very proud to be associated with it.
Susie passing the baton to director David Muir.
She also said one of the most important things for me, which was, have your own vision. And so to hear from the source, to make an adaptation was a gift.
Taymor, the niece of Broadway legend Julie Taymor, blending heartfelt character showcases with intense ensemble scenes, culminating in an electrifying Greasers versus Socha's Rumble in the Rain.
That is one of the best pieces of writing to me in the play, and it talks about mud and rain and how by the end of the fight, the characters are indistinguishable from one another.
The musical, a new opportunity for audiences to reconnect with their inner pony boy, or Johnny, or Dally.
I really wanted to be able to connect with either the literal teenager in the audience or that self that still lives inside of us.
Like the morning light and the dawn it brings.
The Outside has been a part of my life for so long, and it's saved me. I hope that the kids just keep taking the message and keep the story alive, because Susie wrote something truthful.
Stay gold.
Our thanks to Stephanie. We'll be watching for the show to vie for all the Tonys this Sunday.